Yo, it's good. Got a quick trade recap today. Took a win today, but low key, I don't know what I did. Like, I mean, I don't know what I did. I forgot to like close my position, and I'm still in the position, and it's Friday, so the market's closed, and I can't close my position. Um, so I don't know, bro. I low key messed up. Hopefully, it doesn't gap up and then like stop me out. You know, like I mean, like stop me for a loss. Like I was in profit, but then there's um like I might get stopped out, like I mean, like it could like jump and then like close me when at a loss, you know, and that would not be good at all, you know. So that's kind of what I'm going, that's like what I'm thinking about right now. But yeah, anyways, bro, why the fuck does you keep on freezing, bro? I don't want to be a prisoner too. Okay, so I'll fill in my trade recap while I'm doing this as well. First, I'll give you a brief explanation of what's going on. So 4 hours bearish going into market open. Yeah, okay, also backstory, this last night, I went to sleep at like 10, right? And then this morning, I woke up at like 5:15 for market open, but then I fell back asleep. Like, yo, when I wake up, I put my lights up, I make my lights turn on right when I wake up, right? So then I'm like blinded by the lights and everything, right? But I fell back asleep and I woke up at 6:15. So 15 minutes into market open, I wake up and then I hop onto the charts. So I'm kind of faded when I'm doing this, right? So I'm not really planning to trade. I'm like, yo, I'm probably just gonna go back to bed, right? But honestly, kind of glad that I woke up and took the trade. But also, like, you know, I could have messed up really badly if I did, if I was half sleepy and decided to take a trade. You know, like the trade was a bit later into market open, but you know, if I was trying to take something half awake, I could have messed things up. But anyways, 4 hours bearish going into market open, closing below this low. This is Euro USD. So on the 30-minute, what were we looking at? We had the Asian highs right here, London lows right here. We also had London highs that were taken, but it's like kind of irrelevant, right? So going on to the 5-minute, we had these Asian lows, which are also 1 hour high. I mean, this Asian high, which is also a 1 hour high, because that's why I have the red line on it. We took this out, and then boom, we have a reaction off of that. This is pre-market, so I'm not actually awake during this time. I wake up around this point, right? I see the break of structure. I'm like, shit, should I enter? I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna enter because there's a huge fair value gap here. I don't want to enter. Like, we might just like respect this and just start moving up, right? But yeah, so I'm waiting for this to get inversed. We inverse it, boom, and then retrace into equilibrium, and I enter off the 1 minute break of structure. That's basically what I did. Let me just go on to 1 minute really quick. Yeah, boom, inverse fair value gap, retrace into 5-minute equilibrium, like just consolidate for a little bit, and then break of structure, enter off of that. You know, I hesitated a little bit, like I wasn't sure if I wanted to pull the trigger, and it kind of worked in my favor because it pushed up, but like yeah, I got filled in right here. And the other thing was that I de-risk, like I was planning to enter off of like here, right? But then because of the retrace, I got filled in over here, so my risking was like really cooked, right? Because the stop loss would have been smaller. So I just waited for a little bit more for price to go into drawdown, and then I added more to the position. So at first it was like 0.7% at risk, and then I added another 0.2% when it came back up here and got a little better entry. And then both TPs were here and both stop losses were above the equilibrium. So it was honestly a well thought out thing. I think I did pretty well in my thought process in taking this. I was originally planning to take something on GBPUSD actually, because the fair value gap was much closer to the high when compared to EURUSD. It was all the way down here, so I wasn't really planning on taking EURUSD, but EURUSD ended up playing better than GBPUSD, and that's kind of why I took it on EURUSD. Kind of glad that I took it on EURUSD because EURUSD did good, but it's too much to say. But EURUSD ended up like working out better. But yeah, GBP is honestly not really the best. I mean, we did fulfill the bias, but it's like it wasn't like, I didn't really understand what I was going to do with that information, like what I was going to do with the trade. So yeah, I think it's time to fill in the trade journal low key, but shit froze, bro. Okay, so I just realized that it froze again, so I'll just continue on what I was saying. So boom, trade was at 7:25 a.m. First take profit was right here. This was at 7:54, so this was 30 minutes, 29. Wait, why am I doing that? 7:54. Equilibrium, New York. $1.26. Screenshot. I know that you're hiding something from me. Don't you think I see? I felt it creeping up every day. Okay. Yo, this is actually going to PMO if it she keeps on freezing. But okay, so this TP placement was actually wrong. So I actually took TP. I closed partials at this point, not like at the equilibrium of this fair value gap, this 5-minute fair value gap, and then I was going to keep my TP here, but then I was like, yo, I'm just leave it here. And what do? We take out that low, and then we can start moving up, bro. You know how annoying it was, bro? How annoying that was when I just retrace up into here, and then I ended up closing like most of my position here. And then I'm stuck in like a very small amount of the position, right? But like, bro, it's just this is like the part when I was not thinking. Like I was like taking a shit when I was thinking about this and like plotting out my TPs, and because I didn't take a shit in the morning, right? So then I was like thinking like, yo, I'm just put my TP right here because I already got like a TP. I just took partials off right here, so I was like, I'm not gonna bother with putting a TP here. I'm gonna just extend it to this 4-hour lower over here. But so that was a dumb decision, as you can probably tell. Like I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, just things to learn, bro. Things to learn. Anyways, so continuing on with the trade journal. Boom. There's no news today. Duration of the trade. Well, I'm technically still in it, so I won't fill that out right now. Setup. Okay, so 4-hour is bearish, looking for highs. London is taken pre-market. Asian is taken at NY Open, looking for structure or IFG. Then also large 5-minute IFG. So boom, gets inverted. Then look for reach, trace, better. And then enter on the 1-minute pre-structure to downside after a 5-minute equilibrium retrace. Hold on, let me move this right here. Oh wait, this is still stuck. Is there someone else or not? Cause I wanna... Bro, that song is actually so tough, bro. Why is this not letting me move it? Bro, everything hurts right now, bro. My posture is kind of bad. Okay, so this trade was on Euro USD plus how much am I actually up? I'm gonna just put how much I'm actually up at the moment, but we still have some left. This is 1%. What was the lot size? .8. So 1. Okay, so I woke up late, so that caused me to feel a bit rushed and messed up. Wasn't sure on what I was looking for originally, but after some time I fully understood what I was looking for. The main thing was that I was honestly kind of acting out of greed. Bro, why is it frozen again, bro? I was kind of like having feelings of greed because like I was more focused on my account balance and kind of making up like what I lost from the previous day, so that's another thing. Yeah, that's the main emotion, bro. The main thing was that I was like focusing on the account balance more than I needed to, or focusing on the outcome of the trade rather than focusing on like the actual like process of putting on the good trade, and that caused me to kind of mess up in the end and caused me to try and squeeze out every little pip from the end of the trade, because I was like hopeful of trying to make back of what I lost on the previous trade, you know, because the previous trade was a larger loss. I was more fixated on trying to make that back rather than actually do the trade properly, you know. So that is something to definitely note. Anyways, continuing on, stop loss was 9.6. This would honestly be a no because I was too focused on the outcome. I need to but bro, it's like hopefully I don't get cooked from having the position open, bro. But yeah, that's kind of basically it. I don't know why I really quit that long, but I'm gonna just go to bed now, bro. Goodbye.